So thanks so much. Knesset member, Rad Tal, my dear friend, dear Flair, our second meeting today. Jerusalem prayer breakfast. I had the privilege to meet yesterday with the president, Michel Bachmann, and with Albert, and I've learned about the activity of the organization and the extent of the influence that you have all over the world. And we can see it also here and see the energy and people from all over the world. And it is really a true honor to speak with you. And before I even start, I want to thank you for coming during the war to be with us. It is a brave decision, and we highly appreciate it. Thanks so much for being here with us in Jerusalem. We do not take it for granted. We do not take it for granted. I want to thank you, Albert and Michel, for your leadership, your courage to stand against the curve, against the anti-Semite tsunami that we are facing all across the globe. Today, it's not so easy to stand with Israel. There are many organizations and there are many states who are extremely hostile, but even in the most hostile states, we are looking for our friends, and we have friends. We just spent the day with the leader of Vox from Spain. Spain is leading the effort to recognize a Palestinian state after the atrocities of October 7 as a reward for the massacre, for these terror attacks. But we have in friends, very good friends. And I want to speak with you for 2 minutes about what is this war all about. Because this war is truly about Jerusalem. What is Jerusalem? It is the place of the binding of Isaac, not far away from here, Mount Moriah. This is the place where the monotheistic belief was created. Second, this is the city of David that created Jerusalem as the capital of the Jewish people and the place where the Judeo-Christian values have developed throughout the years. And third, it is the city in which for generations, after we lost the city during the Great Rebellion against Rome, for generations, for more than 2,000 years, we were dreaming next year in Jerusalem. And this dream came true. And we need to keep it. You know, we have Jerusalem in the Bible mentioned 669 times. Endless. We have a rich history in Jerusalem. And I'm sure you're going to visit the city of David, the Kotel, etc. And you can see the excavations and the archaeological sites that we have all across the land, and to see the deep connection and the deep history that we have here. And our enemies are trying to say, you do not belong here. The Jews do not belong to Judea and to Jerusalem. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. You know, I had once had a debate in the Knesset with one of the Arab leaders. And I told him, you know, in the Quran, Jerusalem is not mentioned, not even once. But you know who is mentioned? Yitzhak, David, Shlomo. So how can you recognize King Solomon without recognizing Solomon's temple? Respect the Quran. If you don't respect the Bible, at least respect your Quran. Because from a religious perspective, Quran acknowledge David and Solomon. And if you are a serious Muslim, you know what is the history of Jerusalem. No one can erase history. No one can erase the truth. No one can erase the deep connection of the Jewish people to this place. And this is not just about archaeology and history. This is about the very value of truth. All across the world, we are fighting for truth. Truth is not relative. It is transcendent. It does not derive from us. It derives from God. And if you take God out of the equation and you're saying that truth is relative, there is no truth. And when there is no truth, there is no right and wrong, there is no good and bad. And what we are seeing is a moral collapse. And this is what we're facing in many parts of the West. And this is our fight. It is the fight for Jerusalem, which is the fight for truth, and it's the fight for peace. Because peace cannot emerge from lie. It needs to emerge from truth. As it says in the Bible, האמת והשלום אהבו. Thanks so much, everyone. תודה רבה for being here.